Nothing says football manager like absolutely absurd managerial careers. I mean, look at this from Patrick Vieira. That's just nonsense. Hello everyone and welcome back to more Careering Onwards with me, Mr. Grand 2 at Borussia Dortmund and of course the French national side here on Football Manager 20, and well, it's a pretty important day for us as far as this season goes. Yes, indeed. 2 games today, one in the Bundesliga, which is hopefully quite winnable and also relatively important given how the league is shaping up, and then our final group stage match of the Europa League, which is an absolutely must-win game and in every single sense. So it's December, getting ready for the Christmas period, and this is our 6th season as a manager. So and we're in Germany now, so we can experience the joys of a German Christmas market, which will be very nice indeed. Speaking of markets, the transfer market is just around the corner. I am quite interested in that. We definitely need to see if we can get a few more players. I'm not sure we're going to have any money. We've got £10 million at the moment. We might get a bit more. How are the finances? I've not really looked. Not ideal. We are apparently a rich club though, so the owner might give us a bit more cash. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I definitely would like to improve the squad in some ways, particularly a left winger. That seems to be our biggest problem at the moment. But anyway, that's something for next time. Let's go through the results since we last met, which was the win against Fiorentina and the pretty creditable draw with Bayern Munich. And since then, it's been a bit up and down. 2 wins, 2 defeats. We started off with a defeat to RB Leipzig. They're good. They're really good. We were not really, we tried, but we weren't really in it for most of the game. They're very good. Very good indeed. It'd be nice to manage them maybe one day. But 2-1 win for them. 2-0 win then against Hertha Berlin. We recovered after that disappointment. 2 goals from Andrea Pinamonti. He's just confusing because he disappears quite a lot in games, but when he gets a chance, he's got to place his shots as one of his player traits. I don't think I've ever seen a player place their shots as expertly and exquisitely as Pinamonti does. And then a 2-1 defeat to Tottenham, disappointing. Perhaps inevitable at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but not ideal, and it's left us in a bit of a tricky situation, as we will see in a moment. But then most recently a 1-0 win against Freiburg. It could have been about 5-6-0. That's how dominant we were. They did have a goal ruled out late on for offside, which is that would get a little bit of heart in the mouth stuff. But Pinamonti getting the goal again for a pretty comfortable victory and 3 more points. So let's have a look at the old tables then. So league table domestically, we are doing pretty well. It's very tight. We find ourselves in 4th at the moment, level on points with Hoffenheim, 2 clear of Dortmund, and then 2 behind Leipzig, 5 behind Bayern Munich. It's very, very tight. But our Europa League group is it's a lot more clear. Spurs have won the group. That's very simple, and it's between us and Fiorentina for the second and final qualification spot. And France as well. We didn't mention them in the last episode despite playing some games, but UEFA Nations League A Group 1 has finished. We have qualified as group winners pretty comfortably, undefeated again. We haven't lost since I've been in charge, and I don't know what it is now. I don't know what the undefeated run is, but it's something ridiculous. Alright, when was the last time they actually lost a game? Right, the last time they lost a game was to Ireland. That'll be a turn up for the books. Irish guy from HITC Sport would be absolutely thrilled if that happened. They lost to Ireland in the second round of Euro 2020. That's the last time that France lost, and well, the recent chunk of these matches have been under our stewardship, but not all of them. So that's an insanely long undefeated run for them, which we are hoping to keep up in the Nations League semi-final against Spain. That's who we're going to play. I had to count it. It's 59, including friendlies, 59 matches undefeated in a span which stretches 4 years. That's pretty good, and it's probably going to end against Spain. Who knows though? Who knows? Right, we are going to play Augsburg first in the Bundesliga. They are in 14th. Well, not having a great season. I was thinking of England. There's 2 fewer teams, isn't there? So yeah, 14th is not good. They're just above the relegation zone. Not having the best time of things. So hopefully we can get ourselves a good result here. Right then, this is going to be the last episode before Christmas in the game this year. Not in real life. This is probably going to go up sometime in May or something. I don't know. That's just a wild guess. We'll see if it comes true. Anyway, what I want for Christmas in 2024 is 2 wins, please. 2 wins in an episode. That would be really nice indeed. And we're going to have to get past Augsburg to do it, but I'm relatively confident. Now, the team for this one, there's some question marks because I've rotated a little bit from the lineup that had been playing most of the games because some players were getting unhappy, but mostly because players were just not really playing very well, not really in good form. So we wanted to shake things up a bit, and this is probably what we're going to go with for this one. So Kragnow's going to be in goal. He's done pretty well this season. Josh Tyman's going to come in at left back. He's played the last couple of games, mostly because he was a bit upset. Also, Bradovic hasn't been playing too well, so I don't mind shaking things up. Dagber's coming at right back. That is mostly because Kellick has not been particularly good. Definitely a position we can think about upgrading going forwards. Maybe not till the summer though. But Ginter and Elvedi still in central defence. Ginter's still unhappy. If we beat AIK, we will definitely be in continental competition. So hopefully he'll get over it. Guendouzi has definitely been the star of the show, as you would expect and hope, given the money that was paid and the wages that he is on. But he's done very, very well in that position. Zakaria going okay in midfield. I did play Egerstein in the last game. He's getting a little bit unhappy at not playing, but he didn't take his chance really, so he's not playing today. Jimenez did take his chance. Martin Jimenez, we don't really mentioned him. Dutchman, young player, a little bit. His technicals are a bit sort of lopsided. Really good technique, really good passing, really good first touch, but everything else very poor. The 8 dribbling is not good. The 9 finishing is not good. But he seems to be doing okay when he's playing, so he'll come in there in place of Ivanusic. And Bolo's going to be on the right-hand side. He is doing relatively well. And then Hudson-Odoi is going to get the nod on the left-hand side, although both him and Arbe have been pretty diabolical. And that is the main position I'm going to try and strengthen in January. And of course, Pinamonti going to continue up front. Right then, 3 at the back, wing-back formation for Augsburg. They've got René Bergold, who is on loan from us at left back. I loaned him out because I don't think he's very good. He'll probably get an assist today because that's how the game works. We all know it. We all love it. Dragan Vatic, regen up front. Doesn't look... not rated by our scouts particularly, but looks quite good actually. Not too bad. I'm expecting a hat-trick from the... was he Macedonian? From North Macedonia. You don't see many regens from Macedonia that look that good. Right then, I am expecting nothing but a win from this one. I'll be very disappointed if we drop points at home against a team that are narrowly above the relegation zone. This is the kind of game we absolutely need to be winning. We want to be qualifying for the Champions League. Make no mistake about it. Right, and the first highlight looks to be going in our favour. Dagba throws into Pinamonti, who is, well, he's not fouled, but it's gone back to Dagba on the right-hand side. Puts a ball across, and Jimenez, that's that poor finishing and heading ability that we just saw in full display. I think, we're doing well so far this season. We've got a decent squad, but there's definitely room for improvement. I think we need another few transfer windows to get this squad really into good shape to mount a genuine title challenge. I think this year it's not going to happen. If we can qualify for the Champions League, then that will be great, but that's probably going to be asking quite a lot as well. Anyway, that first half has disappeared and we've dominated, but we have absolutely nothing to show for it. Go out there in the second half, boys, and please improve. Right, can we actually do something? Hudson-Odoi with a free kick, headed away by Reece Oxford. We're trying to work it around outside the area. Hudson-Odoi gets it back again, puts it across for Pinamonti, and it's saved really well by Huth in the Augsburg goal. We're going to go attacking because this is not particularly good what we've seen so far. Hudson-Odoi actually playing quite well. It's in Bolo who's letting the side down. He can come off for La Quintana. Pinamonti, for all the good he's done this season, this might be a game for Silas Wamagatuka, and well, hopefully it is. La Quintana immediately off the bench, scoring from Hudson-Odoi's free kick. Instant impact from the substitutes. Great to see. Hudson-Odoi, similar position to the last one. La Quintana rises highest over the goalkeeper. Despairing dive from Huth this time, and we take the lead. Another chance from Hudson-Odoi. Hit the bar this time. Not sure who it was that did that, but well, he's come alive today as Hudson-Odoi. Definitely the best performance he's had in a Mönchengladbach shirt since I have been here. La Quintana on the right hand side. Back to Dagba, trying to work it through the midfield. We need a second, really, to see them off. I think Dagba puts it across. It comes all the way to Hudson-Odoi, to Jimenez, and he puts the ball... Wait, it's gone back to La Quintana, and then Silas Wamangituka, that's how we say it. I thought it was quite, until I actually needed to say it, I was quite good at it, but when he scores a goal, then I forget. Anyway, Jimenez flings the ball across, Reece Oxford with a pretty poor header. La Quintana gets a bit lucky with the bounce, and then Silas is there for his 6th of the season. He's done quite well, actually, as Silas, not too bad when called upon, and, well, immediately, good job we got that second, isn't it? Dragan Vatic, we highlighted him before the game, the Macedonian, or Northern Macedonian. He's not bad, and that's his 5th of the season, showing why. Right, this game's come alive a little bit in the latter stages, but hopefully not too much life left in the game. Time ticking away. We could make another sub. I'm not going to do it. We hold out for the win, 2-1. Another 3 points. Another quite narrow win though, and another game where we've dominated in terms of chances, in terms of the stats, or at least shots on target. That was their only shot of the entire game. It's a good job we scored that second goal, otherwise I would have been very, very cross. But we need to be a bit more clinical, I think. And also, defensively, we're not amazing. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how we're doing as well as we are. I'm glad. I am glad, but we tend to be sort of just scraping by in a lot of games. We don't score many, and we don't necessarily keep a clean sheet that often. Not actually that many clean sheets. A few, but not that many. So, well, hopefully it can last. Right, anyway, let's look at the table. We are in 3rd with that result, which is very good. We've leapfrogged Leipzig, but they are yet to play, nor have Munich. Bayern Munich played their game, but we're right in the conversation. 30 points, level on points with Hoffenheim. Dortmund still close at hand, but a bit of a gap opening up ahead of Schalke, although, again, they haven't played either. But, there's a lot of teams in this conversation, but we are right in amongst it. Just check the other results. Dortmund won their game, but the big news is that Bayern Munich, despite taking the lead, a 90th minute winner from Philipp Tuschner, who we definitely highlighted when we played Mainz in the first episode, I seem to recall. Mainz beating Bayern Munich 2-1. Massive result, which means, if Leipzig slip up, which they probably won't, but, we're within touching distance of the top of the table. And, they did. Schalke won their game, but Leipzig losing, just as we did. They're just learning from the masters, really. Losing to VfL Bochum, and, that has completely shaken things up at the top, really, hasn't it? We have got, after 14 games, Bayern leading the way on 32, but then us and Hoffenheim level on 30 points. Leipzig down in 4th now on 29. Dortmund on 28, Schalke on 25. It's very close. But anyway, as exciting as that is, and it's so exciting, Matthias Ginter has decided he wants to stay at the club. Well, with continental qualification now extremely likely, he's expected to stay with Borussia Mönchengladbach. Don't count your chickens, but I'm thrilled you're finally happy, Matthias. Absolutely brilliant. It's a special day. Anyway, what I was going to say is we need to turn our attention now to the game against AIK. That is absolutely critical, it's absolutely critical that we win. We also need to turn our attention to the game between Fiorentina and Tottenham, which is even more critical. I was really happy. Now Marcus Schubert, who was the first choice goalkeeper until we signed Cragno, coming in complaining. Fine, you can just leave. Oh no, he doesn't want to leave. Stop coming to me with your complaints. We've finally got Matthias Ginter happy. Everyone else is happy. Let's just stay nice and happy. These fans, they're not happy. Well, I've forgiven you, Matthias, even if they haven't yet. Right then, AIK and Fiorentina Tottenham, it's the decider for our Europa League group. Are we going to go through, or are we going to end up with nothing but the league to play for? Now, we should be winning this pretty easily, but I don't want to do anything stupid. But nevertheless, I do feel there is probably, this is as good an opportunity as we're going to get for a while to rotate a little bit. Dagba has got food poisoning, so we'll bring in Kellick for him, and I think we're going to bring in, we can play Schubert because he's moaning about not playing particularly. We'll give Braderick the game for this one. We'll give Eggestein the game. Bring back in Ivanusic. and then we'll give Silas the start up top. And I'm going to put Adam Ider on the bench. I have played him off the bench in a couple of the Europa League games, and he's had 2 amazing chances, one in each of the games, which I don't know how he missed. He hit the post when it was an empty goal. So maybe it's not his level, but we'll give him a chance off the bench today. Probably La Quintana can definitely start after his performance in the last game. I'm going to keep the central defence the same, and I'm going to keep Guendouzi in as well. Although I'm going to put Vincent Blanc, who is a regen from our academy, who's looks quite good in a lot of ways. He can come onto the bench, and then Hudson-Odoi can keep his place after his good performance in the last game. But so let's just go through the team in a coherent way. Schubert in goal, Braderick, Ginter, Elvedi, Kellick, Guendouzi, Eggestein, Ivanusic, La Quintana, Hudson-Odoi, and Wamangituka. Perhaps a slight risk, but if we can't beat AIK even with a rotated team, then we don't deserve to go through. But interesting formation from them, very narrow. They've got Milosevic, a sort of Football League regular, Joel Asoro, formerly of Sunderland as well. Otherwise, mostly regens. I am expecting nothing but a win from this one. If we don't win, as I say, we don't deserve to go through. And of course, we still might not go through. We're going to have to keep an eye on what Fiorentina and Spurs do. Right, chance for some players that don't get much of a look in necessarily to show what they're made of. La Quintana scored a goal in the last match. Need him to do well today. Hudson-Odoi is in, and that was absolutely glorious. Apart from the fact it didn't go in. How has he missed that? He had a great game last time. He just needs a goal, really. He's only got 10 finishing in this universe. He's not as good as some Hudson-Odois are, which is probably, with respect, why he's at Borussia Mönchengladbach rather than still at Chelsea. But anyway, Braderick coming forwards on the left-hand side, beats his man. Hudson-Odoi's there. Okay. 10 finishing isn't that bad. How has he not scored that one as well? Right, we're going attacking. We need to kill this game off quickly. Hudson-Odoi, another chance for him. Another chance he wastes. Spurs and Fiorentina are drawing at the moment, still 0-0 there. So we would be going through, I think, if we can get a goal maybe. I'm hopeful. Ivanusic saved. We're pouring forwards, but nothing to show for it at the moment. Still no breakthrough. Elvedi, Guendouzi goes for the shot. He hits the post again. Is it going to be one of those days? Ivanusic, Hudson-Odoi. There you go. That's more like it. Well, the other ones were sighters, really. They must have been sighters. Well, if you're going to get your first goal of the season, that's the way to do it. What a hit from Hudson-Odoi. Brilliant stuff. He's finally found the net, and as things stand, we are going through. Right, there we go. Excellent stuff. 1-0 at the break. Could have been a lot more, should have been a lot more, but we are getting the job done. Let's just check. At the moment, yes, Fiorentina still drawing 0-0 with Spurs, and I assume once head-to-head and goal difference is taken into account, we are at the moment going through. Need a few more goals just to make sure that's all sorted and in our favour. Hudson-Odoi goes for the run. It's come to Kellick. Ball across from him finds Wamangituka, and it's cleared. Of course, the worst thing that would happen would be a Fiorentina score. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully just us and Spurs. Ivanusic is offside. Right, second would be nice. La Quintana finds Kellick. Puts it across to Silas, who hits the crossbar. That's like, what, 3 times we've hit the woodwork in this game? 2 times, apparently. I'm sure it was 3. Kellick with the throw. Doesn't find anyone in particular. Puts it across. Guendouzi. Back to Kellick. We need to get a second. That's pretty sloppy from Kellick. I think we're going to get away with it. I hope we're going to get away with it. Braderick running forwards. Finds Hudson-Odoi, the goal scorer. Back to Silas. Wamangituka in there. And it's a tame effort from him in the end. He's on a 6.3. Not impressing me. He actually came and complained about his lack of football. Well, he's been given a chance today. He's not going to get it. Adam Ider off the bench. Ivanusic with a free kick. It's come to La Quintana, bouncing all over the place, and he finds the finish. Ignacio La Quintana, second goal of the episode from him. Carnage in the box. After the free kick comes in, He has a couple of goes at this, 3 goes in fact. Finally gets it. Johansson is wrong-footed and wrong-handed, and we are 2-0 up. Anyway, Hudson-Odoi's stolen it from the kickoff pretty much. Can he put a ball across? No, he goes himself. Not the right choice from Callum there. Anyway, Adam Ida's off the bench. That's the most important thing. Hopefully he can get himself a goal, because if he's going to score, it's going to be today. Right, Spurs have taken the lead in the game against Fiorentina, which is brilliant news for us as Milosevic gets a goal back for AIK, which is not good news for us. I mean, we're still leading, obviously. How are we not like 6-0 up at this point? Given the amount of chances that we've had, this is exactly what I mean. Not clinical, and defensively we do fall asleep sometimes. But the important thing, Spurs are beating Fiorentina. That means that we are still going through as things stand, and we're looking very good. Bradovic with the across the box finds Kellick all the way to him. Hudson-Odoi fires home. He's got 1. Now he's got 2. 3-1. It is safe. It is done. Barring a miraculous comeback from Fiorentina or indeed AIK, we are looking forward to Europa League knockout football. Lovely finish from Hudson-Odoi. He's taken a bow, making up for his lost time earlier on in the season. We've had 40 shots in this game. 40 shots. 22 shots on target. They've had 2, and we're winning. Only 3 goals for us, and they've scored. We are really sloppy. All right, the time is going away here. I'm going to bring on Basila for Elvedi, just because he's not really played much. We'll bring on Blank as well for Guendouzi, just so they have a little bit of football and those guys don't get injured. But the job is done. 3-1 win for us, and let's just confirm the other result as well. Fiorentina 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, which means Tottenham win the group pretty comprehensively, as we already knew and really expected. But we go through in second place as well. Bye-bye Fiorentina. Bye-bye AIK. We will be in the knockout round. Right, well done. You did what you needed to do, although I'm not quite sure how you only scored 3 goals from 23 shots on target. That's slightly concerning. 4 clear-cut chances, 2 hitting the woodwork. We got the job done, I suppose. And we are through to the first knockout round, which is going to be in February, which might maybe affect when we come back. I'm not sure. I am not sure. It depends who we get. But yeah, we'll think about that in a minute. But yeah, so because we finished second in the group, we go to the first knockout round. I think if you win the Europa League group, you get skipped straight through to the second round of the knockout, and then the teams that drop out of the Champions League will have to play in the first knockout round. So that could be a bit of an issue for us. We might get someone good. I mean, let's see who we could potentially face. Besiktas, that'll be all right. AC Milan, Dortmund, we probably can't play them because they're German. But Celtic, Lyon, Porto, I can't play Bayern probably. Dynamo Kiev. I mean, they could be a lot worse than that. I think we're probably all right with that one. But anyway, we're through. That's what really matters. Hopefully, we can make a bit more progress. Callum Hudson-Odoi, 2 goals with him. I mean, well, he's certainly proven it. Living up to the expectations I had for him. And that is very good indeed. Well, there you go. 2 wins. 2 wins in an episode. 3 wins in a row for the first time for us, or for a little bit of a while. We did have a pretty good run of form there, but been a bit patchy since then. Hopefully it can continue over the rest of the month and the rest of the year. And yeah, we will be back next time we're probably going to go past all of January, because I think I want to go a little bit further. I was planning on coming back for Werder Bremen and Wolfsburg, but then we got the Europa League in here, so that we might come back for that, and then that can just be another episode as well. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we will certainly go through January. Hopefully we can pick up a few new signings. As I said, left winger, something I'm definitely looking for. Depends if anyone else wants to leave as well, of course. But that is going to be the end of the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed our, well, narrow qualification for the knockout rounds of the Europa League, and how well we are doing in the league, in 3rd place, going very well indeed. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe as well so you don't miss the next one, and I will see you next time.